Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing well and may have revised the previously learned topics. So now, our today's topic is parts of a leaf. Leaves are another important part of plants. Most plants that we see in our surroundings have different types of leaves. A notch in a tree will remain the same distance from the ground as the tree grows. A leaf contains leaf base, a stalk-like structure called petiole and lamina. Pistils have three parts: the stigma, the style, and the ovary. Petals are usually colorful, and they attract insects and birds that help with pollination. Venation. The leaf lamina usually consists of a midrib, veins and veinlets arranged in the form of a network. Put a leaf under a white sheet of paper or a sheet in your notebook. Hold the tip of a pencil flat and rub it on the paper. You get an impression, this pattern similar to that on the leaf. These lines on the leaf are called veins. The long vein present in the middle of the lamina is called midrib. The branches arising from the midrib are called veins, and the even finer divisions are veinlets. The arrangement of veins in the lamina is called venation. Venation acts as a skeleton of the leaf and give it a shape and support. Types of venation. You will see that the plants with taproot system have leaves with web-like or reticulate venation, and plants with fibrous roots have parallel venation. Functions of a leaf. Leaves play an important role in the life of plants. Plants also breathe like us. Stomata. Take a fleshy leaf. Peel the outer layer of the leaf and place it on a slide. Put a drop of water on it and observe it under a microscope. You find some bean-shaped parts. The bean-shaped, guard cell part that you see in the leaf acts like our nose. These are called stomata. It is useful in the exchange of gases between the plant and atmosphere. In Warangal district, there is a traditional cottage industry where pictures of various traditional and mythological figures are drawn with bright colors on dried leaves. This artwork is famous throughout the world. Transpiration. The excess water is removed in the form of vapors from the leaf surface. To understand this, let us do the following activity. Choose a bright, summer day to do the activity. Select a well-watered plant that has been growing in the sun. Enclose a leafy branch of the plant in a polythene bag and tie up its mouth. Take another polythene bag of same size and tie up its mouth without keeping any plant. Keep both the polythene bags in the sun. After a few hours, observe the inner surface of the bags. There are droplets of water in the bag. Plants release excess water in their body through stomata and some other parts as well. The water is released in the form of vapor, and this process is called transpiration. These vapors condense and are seen as droplets in the polythene bag. Another leaf function is the preparation of food for the plant by the process of photosynthesis. Stem provides support to the plant. Leaves and flowers grow from the stem. If you observe carefully, you will see a scar on the stem where the leaf arises. The stem branches into subbranches and bears leaves, flowers and fruits. Carrying food material. Take the stem of a plant which was kept in water with red ink and cut a small section transversely with a sharp blade. Put it on a slide. Observe it under a microscope. Now, cut the stem into two halves vertically. From top to bottom, observe it. The colored ring-like structure that you see acts as a tube that carries water and food material throughout the plant. The water absorbed by the root is carried through the stem to all parts of the plant. Most plants around us have roots, leaves, stems and flowers. All parts of the plants carry out some functions essential for the whole plant. There are diverse forms of plants in nature, and plants adapt themselves to the different conditions in nature in different ways. For example, while stems usually support the plant body, In some plants they adapt and start storing food. Flower is another important part in the plant. Flower has different colorful structures called petals. We grow plants for colorful flowers which gives beauty to nature. Fruit is really the part of a flower in which seeds grow. Cherries, apples, and even milkweed pods are fruit. Buds are small swellings on a plant from which a shoot, leaf, or flower usually develops. Grapes and clematis have stems that climb with tendrils, which hold on to a surface as the stems get longer. Bonsai. There is a method that would make any tree fit in a pot. This method is known as bonsai. The word bonsai means dwarf tree. These are also known as Lilliput trees. Bonsai is Japanese art. They grow trees in wide pots for years. Time to time the roots and branches of the trees are trimmed. Thanks for watching.